He said, your first shit was classic. Your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind, and I'm just now hitting mine. Cole, I told y'all I'm Team Cole. I told y'all in the last video I'm Team Cole. Now he said your first shit was classic, which would be Good Kid, Mad City. Your second shit put me to sleep, but they trashed it, would be To Pimp a Butterfly. Now, to be fair, that album was not for the commercial, right? And if anybody should know that, it's J. Cole. But, I mean, he not lying. Third album was massive. Now, we all know that Damn was probably the most commercial Kendrick has ever been to date. Ooh, see, there he go again. There he go again. He says, now I'm front line with a comfortable lead. How ironic. As soon as I got it now, he wants something from me. Now, there is something to be said for Cole, because Cole didn't come at Kendrick, but Kendrick took shot. Now, Kendrick, as far as I know, is taking shots first. That's right. We ain't really seen too many feuds with J. Cole, because niggas know. Whew. J. Cole has responded. 7-minute drill. All right, now J. Cole just dropped a surprise mixtape on us called Might Delete Later. J. Cole, my guy, I have not gotten into this mixtape yet. I just had to come on here because he responded. I said in my last video, who y'all think is gonna respond first? Drake has made it clear that he's not gonna respond.
I got my fucking head up high, my back straight. I'm 10 fucking toes down in Florida or anywhere else I go. And I know that no matter what, it's not a nigga on this earth that can ever fuck with me in my life. And that's how I want you to walk out of here tonight.
Child, we all know that Drake is calculative and he can't really get in the ring like that. He don't want to get in the ring with Kendrick like that. He got to be more calculated. So it only made sense for Cole to respond first, because if anything, Cole catched stray. Cole and Kendrick have always been cool as far as my knowledge, but obviously Kendrick did not like the whole big three conversation. He didn't like being lumped in with Drake. So he said, you know what, Cole, you can get it too. So Cole said, all right, he want to play these games. And I love how Cole acknowledged that he got shooters. I ain't know Cole had shooters. I ain't know he had shooters like that. Yo mans was ready to jump on Kendrick. He was basically letting Kendrick know, you pop in and out. You come and go. I've been consistent. And if we look at the past 10 years, Cole has been more consistent than Kendrick Lamar. Now, Kendrick Lamar has had more highly acclaimed bodies of work because he's more of a commercial artist than J. Cole. J. Cole ain't never did none with no Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? J. Cole ain't never did no soundtrack for Disney, which was the Marvel Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick is definitely more commercial, which is interesting because he's the conscious one, right? So Cole is like, I ain't never needed none of that. And he's also said he ain't never needed no controversy. He also said, a Falcon 9 inside my pocket, bitch. This rocket gon' fly. Okay. Why are they talking about busting shots? I don't really see Cole or Kendrick busting shots, but they was both talking about how they had them switches. 4 albums in 12 years, nigga, I can divide. He basically telling Kendrick, like, you're not really outside like that. You're not really rapping like that. You come and go and create these conceptualized art pieces that the white media consumed. He said, I ain't never need no Grammy. We're not playing the same games right now. I will say none of these bars cut like Kendrick. And I told y'all, I'm Team Cole. I'm picking a side already. I fuck with Cole, I fuck with Kendrick, I fuck with Drake, but I pick my side. I'm with Cole. In saying that, I can say that none of these bars cut the way Kendrick verse cut. And mind you, we also have to keep in mind the shock value of that verse on that Future record. Like, that is what really, because it really came out of nowhere. So honestly, anything, unless J. Cole was like exposing something about Kendrick or dropping some tea about Kendrick. Nothing that Cole said was really going to be able to compete with what Kendrick said, because Kendrick really came for the jug. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Hip hop is finally heating up, baby. And I'm definitely gonna get into this Might Delete Later mixtape because I see my girl Ari Lennox is on it. If I'm Kendrick, I'm not responding to this. I love J. Cole, but J. Cole didn't really say anything that was gonna cut.
Thank you to iHeartRadio. Tonight, you call me an innovator, and for that, I'm very grateful. Innovation starts with a dream.
Beyonce is breaking the tie with Janet Jackson for most #1 albums. Now, I believe Renaissance was her 7th #1, which tied her with Janet Jackson, but now with Cowboy Carter selling over 400,000 K, Beyonce has 8 #1 albums. And I was talking with my friends because, you know, I was getting a lot of heat, y'all had a lot to say about my last video about the Cowboy Carter and my initial thoughts. So I've been having multiple conversations online and personally about how I feel about this album. I'm like, you guys, I have not done my record report on Cowboy Carter yet. Hold your horses. No pun intended. We have not talked about Cowboy Carter in its entirety yet, you guys. Hold your horses. That's April 13th on Patreon. Y'all go ahead and get ready because that is going to be the new home for the record reports, which are my album reviews. We already got Nicki Minaj. We already got Usher and Doja Cat. We did record reports for them if y'all want to kind of get an idea of how they go down. But Beyonce, we're going to be talking about her, so y'all hold off on me. I'm giving the album time, you guys, as y'all should be too. Someone's saying it's top 3 already, and I'm like, okay. Doechii and JT. Now, I wanted to come over here and touch on Doechii real quick because she has a record called Alter Ego, which is on the Record Store playlist, y'all. We are trying to get to 100 playlist saves on Spotify so we can launch on Apple Music. There's a lot of independent artists on there. Your Faves is on there. So y'all make sure y'all check that playlist out. Link is in the description. Latest music updated every week. And this Alter Ego record with JT and Doechii, fire. It's kind of like a house record. JT, I'm loving her stepping into different elements. I'm here for JT. Like, I'm here for the mixtape, what she call herself, the city princess or something. I'm here for it.
Way too grown for this shit.
Now, Miss Doja Kitty has dropped a deluxe version of Scarlet. Now, I hope y'all checked out the record report that we did for Scarlet because we broke down that entire album track by track. I gave my certification. Some of y'all agree with my certification, some of y'all did not. So if y'all haven't checked out that whole album review, make sure y'all do that. I got you. We got you over here at the record store. Come on, Vinyls. Y'all know what's up. Oh, yeah. Disrespectful can stay. Doja Cat is the cover artist this week for the record store. I am feeling that record right there, Disrespectful. Urge, like I said, with A$AP Rocky. You know, A$AP is another one, he just be popping up. He got the babies now, so he can really do whatever he want to do. The only other records I was feeling was OK Loser. Mask, I'm sorry, I guess Mask is supposed to be like the single. I'm not feeling that song. Not feeling that song. And who is this? Tizo Touchdown? From what I heard, he kind of was giving me JID vibes. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, the ones that are more familiar with him. He could rap, he could sing. I heard a little bit of his voice in there, but I don't think that this record showcases talent, in my opinion, to the best of its ability. I would love to check out some of his work. If anything, Urge, they should be pushing Urge, but Piss can go. She talking about her chains is like piss or something like that can go. I kind of like Head High. Head High was a nice cool groove. Y'all, I just want to give y'all a quick breakdown of how I feel about this little EP deluxe that she put out. And then if you want to hear my thoughts on the entire album, like I said, check out that record report. April 13th is going to be a Patreon exclusive. Kehlani. Her last album was Blue Water Road back in 2022. She was on the Diddy Project. A song called Mind Your Business with Ty Dolla $ign. That's in fact the only single that she dropped last year. Interesting. Hey Kehlani, it's been a minute since we talked about Kehlani here on this channel. She got a new record called After Hours. This is what it samples. Move your body, girl, makes the fellas go. Hey. So After Hours is fun. It's a fun up-tempo record, and I hope that I'm gonna be getting a little bit of old Kehlani, because let me tell y'all about Kehlani. I did an album review years ago on her Sweet Sexy Savage album. That's when I was in my Kehlani era. When I tell you, I was becoming a fan. From The Way with Chance the Rapper back on her mixtape, I believe, to Gangsta off of the Suicide Squad soundtrack, to Crazy, to Distractions. That whole 2016, 2017 era, she was really giving it to me. Even the remix of Location by Khalid, which is the best version with Lil Wayne. It's like I slowly faded out with Kehlani. I think she took like a different artistic direction than I was expecting. I was expecting her to go in more like the R&B pop girl kind of route, and she kind of pivoted and she kind of took a more like a neo soul R&B kind of route, which I mean has worked for her. She's still been able to grow and build a solid fan base, but I want to see her dance more. After Hours is cool. I'm glad she's back because it seemed like she took a little break, so I'm curious to see what she's going to be giving this era. Now it's time to get into my boy Khalid. Now Khalid has dropped a new single called Please Don't Fall in Love with Me. This is a moody R&B record that samples Alicia Keys' Unthinkable. I'm not feeling this record only because this is not the time, Khalid. Child, it's April and you dropping a moody R&B record. Like, Khalid, we trying to be outside, you know, it's getting hot, you know, we want something to move to. Khalid, this just seems a little tone deaf to the sound. Like, I always respect an artist for putting out what they want to put out, but the timing, I'm not really in this type of mood. And also the singing rapping that he's doing on the verses, I'm not really feeling that either. The hook was cool. The sing rapping was not feeling that at all. And honestly, Khalid, this was a waste of a sample. Like, you gave Alicia Keys and Drake writing credits for this? Khalid, no. And see, Khalid's my guy. Don't get me wrong. Khalid is my guy. He dropped the EP in 2021 called Scenic Drive, the tape, and y'all was sleeping. Hey. That is All I Feel Is Rain with JID. Y'all was sleep on that EP. He also had another record with Ari Lennox. I believe Khalid has been in this weird space where he's trying to find his next era. Khalid has been one of the biggest pop stars of this new era. When I think about it, he's been the only one holding it down for the black men in pop music. Like, when you really think about it, it's been Khalid. He hasn't really had a hit since Talk, I believe. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Talk came out in 2019, and I don't really feel like he's had a hit to match the success of Talk. But his records have been so big, some of the biggest pop records of the last 7+ years. He's made his label so much money. I think he's kind of warranted this grace period of like trying to figure things out. Like, last year he dropped a record called Softest Touch, which was a pop record, and in fact it came out around the same time last year, and that record is so fire. That was one of my favorite records of 2023, and y'all paid it dust. He also did another record with Bree Runway called Be The One, which is also another pop record, and y'all paid it dust again. So I don't know like what the disconnect is, because when he gives you R&B like he did with Scenic Drive, y'all pay it dust. When he gives y'all the pop, y'all been paying it dust. And now he's back with, I guess he's trying to give R&B again, which I'm here for, but I want some up-tempo. I would love to hear Khalid really challenge himself or just step out of his comfort zone and do an up-tempo R&B record. Not no Chris Brown shit. No Bryson Tiller shit. Like, if he can manage to avoid them two and just make some for us to groove to that's R&B, Khalid, I think that's where the sweet spot is. I would hate, I don't know, because I'm looking at the cover, the music video, the song is very moody. Now it's just not the time, Khalid. And then on top of that, there's so many artists releasing music right now. Khalid will very well easily get lost in the sauce.
Go me, go me, go me, go me, go me. Get him glow, get him glow. Get them glow, get them glow.
Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion have teamed up. Now, you know Megan Thee Stallion is about to take Glorilla on tour, right? But Glorilla just dropped a project and it is called Everything. Oh, I hate to be this person. But I gotta be this person just for a second. Glorilla never gave me sex appeal. Glorilla never gave me sexy. Why is she trying to give that? I don't feel like this is what she wants to do. I feel like this is sort of what she's being coerced to do. She in these panties and her damn chest is damn near open, and it's just like, I don't feel like this is Glorilla. Why do these women always have to sexy themselves up to really get that attention? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I hate that I'm being this person right now, but I just want to see women just rap. You know, like there should be more of a balance. Like, where are the women that don't sell sex appeal? I feel like Glorilla came in on that hard, rough. That's why the men love to listen to her, because she wasn't, she was just giving it to you raw. I hate that every woman has to do that. Like, why isn't nobody talking about Tierra Whack's album? You get what I'm saying? Tierra Whack just dropped her debut album and no one's talking about it. She got a record with Megan Thee Stallion called Wannabe. It samples Soulja Boy, Pretty Boy Swag. Hey, Pretty Boy Swag. Hey, girls. Oh my, Pretty Boy Swag. Get out the way. Pretty boy coming through. Hey, me and my crew, we swagging in the room. Girls on me heavy cause I look so sexy. Soulja Boy got hits. And I'ma just let y'all know right now, Megan Thee Stallion stole this song from Glorilla. This was Megan Thee Stallion featuring Glorilla. And I hate that. I hate that Glo is not stepping into her own. This was her moment to really show that she can stand toe to toe with Megan. But Megan just letting y'all know that these girls can't stand toe to toe with me for real. Cause she gave one verse and then it was Meg. And then she came in a little bit towards the end. I'm like, what kind of, this is supposed to be your song, girl. Why didn't you give another verse? The song is cool though. The song is cool. You know, I feel like the women is gonna love this. It's getting hot outside. People want to throw ass. Like I said in my last video that I hope y'all checked out, Glo got a hit. She got Yeah Glo. Now she got this one. I feel like this is gonna do its thing. Music videos fire. I'm here for it because Glorilla, ooh, she was having a shaky 2023. Shout out to Glorilla. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. They are doing their thing. They going on tour. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this record. Like I said before, the record report. April 13th, we are launching our Patreon, baby. This is for the real vinyls. This is for the people that really want to get into these albums and not just on the internet just talking to these people that don't know what they talking about because they not really listening to the music, right? That's for us. That's what we're going to be doing with the record report. So if y'all really care about this music that's coming out this year and y'all want to get into every track, that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and get ready to subscribe because your boy need that coin. Y'all let us know what you think about on all the new music that we just talked about. Make sure y'all follow us, Play TRS on social media, and we'll see y'all next time. It's Rick the Prince. We out. I know one thing, 2024, y'all need to give me a break. I'm exhausted. First quarter, we're panting. I need a drink. Second quarter, let's cool down a little bit. Please.